All right, here we go. We are kicking off our ISTE countdown. It's not June yet, but one more day. I am Matthew Joseph. I'm excited to be here with you. We have 4 weeks of guests leading up to ISTE, and then we're going to be live for 3 days straight at ISTE. This is the Stronger Together podcast, and it's bringing people together to talk about how we continue to support each other in this field and put we over me to support our own work and for student learning. And as you've seen for almost 6 months now, I've had an opportunity to bring the podcast to FETC. I almost said Orlando, but we were in New Orleans this year and then to Detroit for McCall. And I was extremely excited when ISTE reached out and wanted us to be a part of that. And as I wanted to continue to model things that I'm doing, that instead of doing it by myself this time, I am bringing in Rob from our partner tech. And Rob, I'd love to introduce yourself and tell us a little about yourself before we bring in our first guest. Can't even hear you. See, this is live TV. This is how it works. This is awesome. We didn't even plan that.
There you go. Hi, guys. Really excited to be here. Looking so forward to ISTE. So this is a great opportunity to say hello and meet people. My name is Rob Abraham, and I do work for a company called Tech. That's TEQ. We're a technology education company, and my role there as an instructional strategist is to do some professional development, run out on some sales calls, help schools that are purchasing STEM equipment and build and establish relationships. So ISTE is a wonderful opportunity to meet fellow-minded educators, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Awesome. And I see some people already logging in live. Not only is this live now, it'll be live on the YouTube channel the minute we end. Actually, it's actually running right now on my Twitter feed and LinkedIn. So it is extremely excited to welcome our first guest here. I had a chance to read about her work in the 20 to watch for ISTE, but it's one thing to read about information and it's one thing to learn about. So I want to welcome in Lucy and hear all about the work that you're doing and about your time at ISTE. So for those who don't know you, I'd love for you to introduce yourself.
Well, hey, I'm so excited to be here. Well, I'm first and foremost, I'm an educator, and I was a middle school teacher for 20 years.
Okay. God bless you. Oh yeah.
Got my street cred in there. I taught science and history at the middle school level. And when I segued out of that, I became an ed tech coach. Got involved in all sorts of different aspects of ed tech coaching, but my heart and everything really belongs to digital citizenship and media literacy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is that your current role?
Well, right now, actually, I teach at California State University, San Bernardino. I teach an educational law class there. I also teach for ISTU. I teach the digital citizenship and action course. Sorry. So I do that, and then I consult and I do some other things. And as a digital learning specialist, I was at my county office of education for a few years, and then now I'm just kind of in this journey and trying to put things out for free for teachers, and that I know that I would have loved to have when I was in the classroom, and then I also create them for my college students as well.
Awesome. And as Michael is already showing, if you have comments or questions for Lucy or here, we're already getting texts, some shout outs. Look at that. It is awesome. And if you haven't picked it up already, it's a free flowing conversation and hearing about all the great work that you're doing. So Lucy, when you go to Philly, what's in store?
Well, I didn't mention this before, but I did write a book for ISTE. I co-authored it with a good friend and colleague of mine, and it's called Bring History and Civics to Life. And so we're kicking off as one of the kickoff tours of Philadelphia. My co-author and I created a hidden history tour of Philadelphia that we are
Oh, wow.
taking
That
folks
sounds like
on
fun.
Sunday. Yeah. It's super cool. We went to Philadelphia and planned it. We met with museums. We learned all about some of the maybe not so famous people that were there that were really integral in the founding of our country. And so we are having this tour, and we're also, this is really, really exciting. We're trying to increase the accessibility for tours because we know not everyone can go on there or be there on Sunday. So we are partnering with Fresno Unified, and they are helping us with Minecraft EDU. We're creating a whole Minecraft virtual tour. So if
wow.
you're there with us, you can actually go on the tour and experience it. We're also creating using ThingLink and Flip, and really trying to make an accessible learning, and also model how teachers can do this with their own students. So that's our big kickoff. And then I'm presenting a lot this ISTE, which is kind of cool. I feel very honored.
And for those of you watching, all of her great information is scrolling below.
Yeah.
Check it all out. So we got ABCs coming, and you glossed over really quickly about the tour. So if you're on the tour, if you see Lucy, make sure to check out the book and give your co-author a shout out. What's her name?
It's Carolee Wong Nakatsuka, and she is amazing. We're going to also be presenting together at the Learning Lab. And so you can find us there. And if you have the book, we're excited to share it with you and tell you our favorite parts of it. And the one thing that we wanted for the book, it was really, we're so grateful that for ISTE, because they asked us to write this book about history and civics, but all of the different access points that we can use EdTech to bring that learning to life. And you don't have to be, it's for all levels of tech savviness and entry points. So there's really something for everyone there. And we wanted it to be really, really user friendly. And there's ready-made lessons. We made a free website that accompanies it. So it has all of these free resources. And we're just really grateful that ISTE made it happen for us.
Awesome. First time there? First time at ISTE?
No.
Okay.
No. I've been many times, but it's my second time around in Philadelphia. So I'm really excited to go back. Last time was 2019. So, and then last year, of course, was that weird back to in-person year in New Orleans. That was a special journey for me. I was on crutches. So
this year, how were you able to get around? Are you?
This year, I don't have a scooter. I don't have crutches. I had a knee injury, like literally the week before last year. So,
oh no,
it was a little bit of a challenge. But this year, I'm mobile. I'm touring. I have no crutches.
Okay.
I'm so excited to go. I'm excited. There's so many wonderful presenters are going to be there. I started building. I don't know if you all have started building out your schedule yet, but
very much so.
I went to the ISTE boot camp, and it was really awesome. And I highly encourage anyone that's going to, or virtually, build out that schedule, have some options, because we all know those sessions fill up really fast. There's so many wonderful people to learn from and meet and have conversations with that I can't wait to be there and just soak it all in. ISTE feels like a recharge every year for me. And then I get all these great ideas, and then I get to bring them back to my students, and then they can take them to their students.
So what are you looking forward to, learning wise? Not just the cheesesteaks and the tour now that you're not on crutches.
I'm really excited about, I'm a big proponent of esports.
Okay.
And so I'm really, really excited about learning more on how, well, I created an esports program for my county when I was working at the county office of ed, but just continuing that learning on how we can work all together. I do a lot with student data privacy, so I like to talk to people on how they are looking at student data privacy for esports, how it really is inclusive. I'm really, that's where I'm excited to kind of learn more, have more conversations, and move that needle forward, because I really think that we can make school a welcoming and inclusive place for all of our students. And for some students, esports might be exactly what they need.
And it's so popular right now.
It
So
is.
many schools are in it, and the kids just love it. It really meets them at a level they're comfortable with and brings them out of their shell. So it's a great time for that in education right now.
Absolutely. I'm also really looking for, I'm an ISTE community leader. And now that I kind of work in the higher ed space, we're starting a community leader higher ed initiative. So we're looking for other people that maybe are working in higher ed in any capacity, and that they want to have a community to have meetups and join up. So we're kicking that off. We're going to have a little informal gathering, a little coffee club. So that way people sometimes I know that we've heard in the past, and if you're in higher ed, you might not know and feel like you have a niche, and we want to make sure that everybody at ISTE has their niche and can find people to be with. So I'm excited for that too.
Wonderful. So, if you haven't had a chance to connect with Lucy, her Twitter handle is right there. Her website is down below. And for those who've yet to visit it, tell us a little bit about what they are going to see if they go to Welcome to your website.
Well, I'm just trying to give away some free stuff.
Oh, that's always good. If it's free,
Yeah,
it's for me, right?
teachers love free stuff.
Exactly. And so things, I create them because I either need them, or I'm using them in a training, or I'm sharing them with my students. And so I just put everything on my website. It's all free. Please make copies. I have a really good friend named Casey Daigle, and her philosophy is share widely and credit enthusiastically. And
Oh, I like
that
that.
is what I have adopted, that motto. So please, I want to share as much as I can and just get it out there. So hopefully it's useful. Teachers spend so much of their own money. They don't need to go spend money on these kind of resources when I can create them for free and give them away.
Where do you get your learning from? You have all of this information. You have the website you created. You're giving away free stuff. Like, where do you go to learn these strategies?
Well, I go to the ISTE expert webinars all the time.
Okay.
I mean, there's like, talk about people giving stuff away. I mean, there's just so much out there. I'm a big fan of OER. Like learning together. I go to conferences. I love information. I love to learn. I guess that's the teacher in me, but I'm constantly trying to get as much information as I can. I read a lot, but I really learn from others, and I ISTE certification was amazing. That's what really got me into that realm, and going through. There's a lot of resources out there, so just don't stop learning and going and meeting people and going to conferences like ISTE. That's where I learn the most, is from my fellow educators.
I got to agree with you, because I do, and I have been doing for many years, a lot of professional development sessions with teachers. And I always try to make time at the end of the session for a share out, because I find that teachers don't have enough time to communicate. A lot of them seem like they're almost on an island alone.
Yes.
And when they have a chance to just talk amongst themselves and process what they just heard and share their own experiences, that's where the best learning comes in.
I know enough to know that I don't know everything. And I am
Yeah.
so I'm ready. After 25 years in education, I just want to keep learning, keep growing, and keep sharing. And I love opportunities to do that. And that's what I'm really looking forward to and filling.
Wonderful. Awesome. Well, it was great for you to come on. All of her great sessions were scrolling below. If you haven't had a chance, take a screenshot here. Look at all that great stuff. You got something going on. Sunday, you got a rest day, and then you're going full speed Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yeah, you're a
It's,
busy person.
it's really exciting. And one of the things I didn't tell Rob, but he gets a little preview of for because he's coming on next, and to you that I always end on one question, and I always love to hear what Stronger Together means to you.
Stronger together. Gosh, I mean, I think as teachers, as educators, anyone in the educational realm, we are stronger when we share our ideas, when we share our knowledge, and we work together because we want to do what's best for kids.
Wonderful. I like it. Well, Lucy, it was great to meet you. Rob, we're getting this thing going. We're kicking off first of whatever. We got 12 before we get there, and then we have 3 full days.
Oh, yeah.
Rocking and rolling. So, Lucy, I look forward to meet you in person. Swing by the podcast live, get a picture, and get a chance to meet as well.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. I got to kick this off. That's awesome.
You got to
Yeah, it was
kick this
great.
off. So, for those of you viewing, we got 2 more coming on tonight, and we have every Wednesday. And if there's somebody you want to see before we hit to ISTE, let me know. And as we continue to say on the Stronger Together podcast, that we are stronger when we put we before me. We'll see you in Philly.
Take care now.